This is Tech Tales 4. You might have noticed in Tech Tales 3, I was talking about deleted texts and recovering them from a Galaxy S7 mobile phone. And partway through that video, I started referring to those texts as emails. Well, I want to clarify that it was texts that we were interested in recovering, not emails. That was just a faux pas on my part. I'm going to try really hard to not make those kinds of mistakes when I'm recording videos, but I decided that if I keep trying to go back and fixing those things, this is just going to take a longer time to get off the ground. So bear with me, as I will make mistakes from time to time. I want to talk more about that experience with the prospect of recovering deleted text messages, because it brought up another subject that is worth talking about. Now, this isn't really going to be about undeleting the deleted text messages, but a situation that I discovered as I was working on that. So when I started pursuing that, I went into Google and I did a search, something to this effect of recover deleted texts Galaxy S7. And then I looked through the responses to that. And I know that I went into several of these and read through them. And I know that I got to one that had to do with reviewing a few different applications. And so I think this was one of them. 3 quick ways to recover deleted text messages from Samsung Galaxy. I'm not totally certain that it was this one, but I had found a number of references to a couple of utilities in particular. And so I focused in on those utilities. And let's get back to that Google. It was the RestoreIPhoneData.com. Now, I was interested in the Samsung Galaxy S7, but it turns out this software does Android phones as well. And it was also this Wondershare, Dr. Phone Wondershare. Now, both of these softwares, I found quite a lot of negative reviews for them, and so I was concerned about looking closely at those negative reviews, and there were positive reviews too. And that's actually what I want to get to here, is on YouTube. If you want to look at this same video, you could search for this title of this video, which was how to recover deleted text, calls, photos on any Android. If you put that into quotes in the search field, you should get to this precise message. No, it's not a message, it's a video. I told you I was going to make more mistakes. When I scrolled down and looking at the reviews, I found mostly reviews that seemed pretty favorable in here. And I got to this one, and this one particularly struck me, by a person named Adele Lisa 5 months ago. And she says, 7 years ago, I found out accidentally that he was texting this same girlfriend, and I told him that if it happened again, it was a deal breaker. At that time, our children were still living at home, yada, 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 and it goes on for a bit. It's kind of one of those types of messages that it just sounds like maybe you might call it a train wreck, or you just read it. And one thing that stuck out to me is when it got to this part about referring to another site. That's always a red flag to me. When there's another website or some other even YouTube video that is mentioned inside of a text in a way that only a technically knowledgeable person would know how to do. So this is referring to a website. It first thing to notice is it doesn't start with the www. YouTube gives a content creator the capability of preventing links from being embedded in the comments that people leave. That's at the option of the content creator, whoever posted the YouTube video. So to get around that, a knowledgeable person will do something like this, where they'll leave out the www dot, then give the name of the website, in this case, Almond Hacking Arena. Now, I have not yet tried to go to that website. I'm a little bit reluctant to, but that's not what my point is about. So stick with me for a moment. almondhackingarena.com, but wait, it doesn't say .com, does it? It says .com. Well, that's another trick that a knowledgeable person will use in order to promote a website that they're trying to promote. That's probably what this author of this comment was actually trying to do, is to promote that website and whatever is going on there. And then down here, there's another similarly clever way of promoting some of the website in a comment that's not allowed to do that. And they're saying you can contact them directly through email, almond hackings at, see how they spell the word at? So they want you to do a at symbol at that point, gmail.com without the dot. So they're actually using a clever method here to put an email address into the body of a comment without getting blocked. If they had used the correct notation for an email address with the at symbol and the period, it would not have been allowed to appear in this post. Now let's take that a little bit further. This person has a photo. I thought, well, that's pretty bold to be this detectable that there's an ulterior motive here. So I did a left click on her picture. Now you might want to be aware of this if you don't know it already, is when your identity, this image, whether you put a photo there or not, anything you have, any of these circles that either has a photo or some kind of a meme or just the very generic outline image of a body, you can click on that with a left mouse button, and that's going to take you to that person's page. And in this case, we see this Adele Lisa doesn't have any content. Here's the home section. There's no other tabs showing. It shows 30 subscribers, but we don't know anything about how she got those subscribers. So this makes it look really suspicious that this is not a real person. Now you might want to go check this out for yourself, because there may be things revealed about you in here that you didn't realize were being revealed to the world. Perhaps we'll do another video down the road. This is more of a user tip kind of thing to manage your online content or exposure. But now let's go look at this photo. If we right click on it, we've got an option here for search Google for image. Now, when I was first trying to create this video to tell you about this technique, I was doing it on my Mac. And funny thing, on a Mac, the option for searching Google or searching anything for the image was not there. I'm not quite sure if that's because I was using the Safari browser or what, but in order to show this to you, I had to get this Windows PC prepared to be able to do recording of videos. So anyway, click on search Google for image, and this does a Google search trying to find that image. And here it says possible related search, Sarah Mota de Lara. And we go down this listing and we see several different people here with that same photo. And one of these is true. One of these actually is the person shown in the photo. And I had reason to suspect who it might be. Now, if we go into these others, what happens is you'll find other true photos of this Sarah Mota, and they don't look like this. And Sonia Gardner, you'll find her real photo. And they look somewhat similar, and you can understand how Google finds it. But actually, if we go into Sarah Blakely here, we find the actual photo that it was that this image was taken from, and we'll go deeper into. Oops, that wasn't the right way to get there. Let's go back. And let's say rather than clicking on the photo, let's click on the link for Sarah Blakely. There we go. That gets us to Sarah Blakely. She's the founder of Spanx. And so this is her true photo. So back when we were looking at that review from Adele Lisa, that was not actually Adele Lisa. So we know this is a fake person. Now that raises the question on this software's YouTube post. Did they perhaps pay a YouTube promoter to post some phony videos? That type of service is available. You're killing me here. All right, another correction. Not paying a YouTube promoter to post videos, but to post comments. Get it right, Doug. You can do that. Or was this a party who was trying to promote this Almond Hacking Arena website that they posted a phony comment on this YouTube video, and they were doing it in such a way to try to not get blocked or not get deleted by the content creator. Let me give you a little update on that point. I have not been able to confirm that the web address or the email address would have been blocked in the YouTube comment. And I think very well that maybe you could put a web address or an email address in a comment. But I think there's other reasons why they're trying to avoid any automatic software from detecting that address. I've looked a little bit more. I've actually gone to that website now, that Almond Hacking Arena.com, and it's a site that promotes itself as giving you the ability to listen in on your cheating partner's phone calls or see their texts, all kinds of ways to spy on somebody that you suspect of wrongdoing. And I use that same technique to look at the pictures of the testimonials of people on their website and found right away the same instances of somebody else's photo being used with a different name and giving this salacious story about how this website helped them with their cheating partners. So it's obviously a scam to get people to spend money on these, well, basically spying capabilities. And so I'm inserting this comment a day after I recorded the video that you're watching right now. So the point is that yeah, there I have verification that putting in these kinds of comments that are just oh, I don't know what it's like, the Bachelorette show or the Bachelor show, where you just get drawn into this drama, and it's in the case of hackingarena.com, in this comment that we're looking at, yeah, it's just to sucker you into spending money on something that's a scam. All right, back to the regularly scheduled show. There's these three dots over here. We can report that comment, and I'm going to go ahead and do that here. I have not yet done it yet. We can report the comment, unwanted commercial content or spam. That's a potential choice. Pornography or sexually explicit? No, it wasn't that. It wasn't hate speech. It wasn't harassment or bullying. I think unwanted comment content, in the sense that the content is that person was actually trying to promote another website. And so we really can't trust their review of this software. Let's get on to another subject. The bottom line here is be careful about the comments that you read and the level to which you believe them. They may have other purposes behind their comment. So I wanted to point out a little bit about that, point out about clicking on their picture so that you can see what other content they have on YouTube. And now, in regards to recovering deleted text messages, I researched those companies further, found that they'd been around for quite a long time, and found mixed reviews, but felt a level of confidence that I'd be willing to try them. In fact, I really was tempted to just buy their software and try it on my own phone, even though that client backed out of pursuing that at this point. They're not going to pursue attempting to recover their deleted texts. They're taking a different tact with that case. But anyway, I'm the tech curiosity side of me is interested in just buying that software and trying it, but I've got so many other pursuits to do with clients that are actually billable that I'm not going to do that at this point. Now, in order to show you this thing with these YouTube comments, I had to get Camtasia loaded on a Windows PC, and the one that I wanted to use is this HP Envy laptop because it's an i7 processor. I have a lot of computers and a lot of laptops. For the most part, they're slower computers because for the majority of what I do, I don't need a fast processor. Fast processors are very overrated for most people in what they're doing. So I found benefit in having multiple computers. Some of them have their specific purposes, but for processing videos and editing videos, a fast processor and a lot of memory is very useful. So I wanted to do it with this computer, but at the time this computer needed some attention. You know the old story about the mechanic's car is the one that doesn't run very well? Well, that is sometimes the case with a computer technician's own computers. This particular laptop, I was using it a lot, and I had no problems dealing with it, and it was performing quite fine for me. But I knew that it wasn't going to be quite up to the task for running these videos. And so let's see how I'm going to present this photo. I'm going to insert this photo right here into the video and zoom in on it to show you the startup time of this computer at the time when I was wanting to use it, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And the message there, you can see it much better than I right now. Let's see if I can get that readable. That part there, it says something to the effect of your 1% of PCs are slower than yours. And that's an i7. You can see that sticker on the laptop. It says the i7. So what I did is I put in installed a SSD hard drive and installed Windows 10 from scratch. I'm interested in cleaning up that SATA hard drive and seeing what I can do to fix the sluggishness of that hard drive. But it really wasn't sluggish for the things that I was doing. It was just a very slow startup. And I was pretty sure that was going to affect the processing of videos too. So here it is after the new hard drive, and that's a photo of it showing the 14 seconds startup time. And here, if I come down here for Glary Utilities, and display it for you. Here it is live on the screen in front of me at 14 seconds. Your Windows boot time is very fast. 99% of users are slower. And it says for reference only. This particular utility has lots of other very useful features. Now, I was turned on to that by a person who is, I'm going to say, perhaps is, I'm not quite sure if I should use the word mentor, but it's reasonably close. He definitely helped me get to a point where I could start doing these videos. I kind of had a block. I was trying to be too perfect with them, too much editing and stuff. And this Kerry Holzman and a good friend of his, Mike Smith, I've been watching a lot of their videos and enjoying them. And the thing that's really special about these two is they were just real and authentic computer technicians showing the reality of what computer work is like. And I just found it made a whole lot of sense. It was a whole lot better than doing what I was trying to do with scripting and rehearsing and planning the video. I just wasn't ever getting anything out. And I've been working on this for a few years now, wanting to do the videos. I've been self-employed in the computer industry since 1992 and started out in 1986. So it's been a long time, and I've been wanting to do technical videos to benefit both other technicians and end users and my own clients. And so thank you to Kerry Holzman and Mike Smith. And I brought them up right now because that Glary Utilities was something that they showed me about. I wasn't aware of that utility, and it shows the startup time. So I've installed that on many computers. I've also used the Fabs Auto Backup that they promote, which helps for upgrading a computer. Well, no, not upgrading from Windows 7 to Windows 10, but to move a computer from one hard drive to another, or to move a person from an old computer to a new computer. It's very useful. And then several other utilities. Now, to demonstrate this thing about clicking on the profile icon within YouTube, let's go take a look at that with Kerry Holzman. If I click on his profile icon, that's going to take us to his essentially YouTube site. Now, he has more tabs on here than that phony reviewer that we saw earlier. He's got a home tab, videos, playlists, community, channels, and about. So anybody that you're maybe subscribing to on YouTube, you might find that you can get a more fuller, enjoyable experience by going into their essentially YouTube site. Now this home page has both videos of Carrie and other playlists. So if you click on home, you see certain things. If you click on videos, you get to all of his public or unlisted videos. You don't get to see his private videos. And in playlists, if he's created playlists that show different sets of videos, then that's there. And then in community, that would have to be active with his subscribers putting comments into here, I think, to see anything about that. And then if he's got multiple channels, which Carrie does. Now, if we go look at mine, I restarted mine recently, or cleaned it out of old content that was for personal endeavors, and so I wanted to convert my YouTube channel to be for tech tales and perhaps some other tech related things. So when I click on my image here, well, I guess I can't do it at that level. Oh, and you know what else? Yeah, we're actually going to get to my, since I'm logged into my account, we're not going to get what you see. But anyway, you can click on my image and it's going to show you what I have in there so far. So if you've caught on to my Tech Tales videos at, I don't know, video 2 or video 12, if you click on that, you'll be able to see what I'm up to, and you'll be able to access the full range of Tech Tales videos. Well, you know what? I think that's probably enough for this session. I'll see you at another session, or you'll see me. Have a good day. I hope this has been useful. Bye.